Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby and today I filmed this beautiful olive green look for fall and it's super cute. I love the way it turned out. I did use two eyeshadow palettes, but if you would like to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. I already have my eyebrows done, so the first thing I'm actually gonna do is I'm going to put some chapstick on, but I just like to put chapstick on first because by the time I'm done with my makeup, my lips are already pretty much moisturized and nobody likes crusty lips, so put your chapstick on. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Coconut Primer. It's a spray, it's a 3-in-1, prep, set, and finish. The one I had before was rose water and it smelled really nice. Okay, and next I'm going to prime my eyelids, and in my last video I used the MAC primer and I'm still gonna go in with that. A primer that I'm really willing to try that I'm probably going to buy very shortly here is the P. Louise primer. I have heard so many great things about it and just watching people use it too makes me really want to try it out, so that I'm definitely gonna go pick that up soon because it looks bomb as hell. I'm gonna use my finger and put some on my lids. I like to smoke out my eyeshadow a lot, because I have hooded lids, and with hooded lids, I feel like you really kind of have to go above your actual crease and just kind of figure out where your crease placement should be. Okay, so I think today for this tutorial I'm gonna be using two different palettes. So one of the palettes that I'm gonna be using today is by Melt Cosmetics. It's the Smoke Sessions palette and I think it's so dope looking, obviously, hello. Yeah. Super pretty. These pigments are wild, but I'm thinking about doing a green smoky eye or maybe a brown smoky eye with some gold. I don't know, we'll see when I get there. The other palette I'm going to be taking today too is the 39A palette. I really like this. This is the original big one that they came out with from Morphe. Really nice fall colors in here too. There's a couple shadows in here that are also bright, but I think I'm gonna be sticking in this section today because I'm going for a green look. Green, gold, warm. I think I'm gonna do green this time and maybe a warm look for next time. I actually picked these e.l.f. strips up at Target. They are line and define eye tape. I've never used tape before, but I was really intrigued when I saw someone use these. I don't even remember who it was, but there's 40 strips in here and it's supposed to make your eyeshadow sharp. I'm just gonna take some translucent powder. This is the Hourglass powder. I'm taking the translucent powder on a G17 Morphe brush and I'm just gonna dust it all over. And I'm doing this because I just want to transition. I'm gonna put another color in my crease too to make it a transition, but I just kind of like laying down I wouldn't say a clear color, but a color that matches my skin on top of it, just to make blending a little bit more easier. I'm gonna go in with this lighter transition shade, one of these two. I'll probably dip into both of these just a little bit and then start to go into these green colors over here. I was honestly inspired by I Love Sadai's look that she did on her YouTube channel the other day, and I was like, I've been wanting to do another green look. There's one on my Instagram as well, and I did on Instagram use this palette too, but I'm like, I need it more, I don't know, more green, more smoky, something for fall, you know what I mean. I'm just going in this crease and I'm basically taking it in windshield wiper motions. If you have hooded lids, the easiest way that I can recommend to you by finding your crease is actually, I have this big mirror here. I found it on Amazon, but any mirror will work. But what I like to do is tilt my mirror or tilt my head back And I like to find my crease. So it's right in here, and I'm just putting windshield wiper motions back and forth. And then also just kind of like going in circular motions just to make sure we're buffing this color out. I am gonna put the strips on after I do the transition color just because I want to make sure it's all over where I need it to be. And I'm really going from like here all the way to here. This is gonna help you with blending later on, especially that we're doing green shadows. Just to, like I said, ensure that it blends really well into the other colors. Okay, next I'm gonna take these strips. Oh, they're a lot flexible, more flexible than what I thought. And I always do eyeshadow before I put my foundation on, just in case of fallout or anything like that. I'm not like trying to fix all of my makeup after that. I just find it a lot easier to do it this way. But what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna go right where my lash line on the bottom starts. I'm gonna kind of give it some room. Okay, so you just want to make sure they're really even if you're gonna use these, because not that like once you take them off you can't fix them, but basically once you take them off it's pretty sharp. So there's a lot that come in these, and I did cut this part off a little bit because it was a little uncomfortable for me. These are new for me. I don't ever use tape. I usually use translucent powder to help me clean up the sides, with a sponge on the side, or even like a brush I'll stamp with powder. That's what I usually just do, but today we're trying something a little different, so I'm curious to see how this is gonna turn out. I'm gonna use this really dark color right here. It's called Sour Diesel. I'm using the M517, and like I said, I'm going into Sour Diesel, and I'm just gonna stamp this all over the lid. I've never used this shade before, so this will be a little interesting. I'm actually going to take a smaller brush. I'm going to be taking the M577. It's a little bit smaller, so I can pack this on a lot more. And like I said, since I have hooded lids, you know, you're only going to see that one color until I start to blend it out a little bit more. I'm going to be taking this shade right here to blend this out. And I'm taking the Morphe E17 brush. I'm just going to go in there and pack it on top of this color. Blend it out. So I just packed that pine shade on top of the Sour Diesel. I'm just gonna keep kind of doing that. And then I'm gonna go back with the G17 brush. And I'm just gonna go back and blend her out. It's really all about blending, and it's all about the placement of your shadow too. So again, I'm gonna dip back into Sour Diesel. I'm just gonna keep deepening this up until I kind of like how it looks. And then I'm going to be going in with this little pencil brush. It's an E36. It's lighter green than what I was using before. And we're going to pack this on right here. And like I said, for hooded lids, you really got to go above your actual lid so that you can get the best outcome of your eyeshadow. It's really going to bring the look together by blending this out. And like I said, that transition color is there to help us blend out the shadow. I'm gonna take that G17 one more time and just make sure everything's blended. Also, when you raise your eyebrows, you also get into the crevices into your eyes, and that's where you can stamp shadow and stuff in there as well. But now I'm gonna do the other eye, and I'll be right back. So I was thinking about doing a cut crease, but I think I just want to use this Black Widow shade in the Smoke Session palette. It's this one right here. I think it would go really well with it. Okay, I'm gonna take these off because I don't need them anymore. And then I'll put that shade on and peel it off. Ooh. Ooh, that's so cool. I kind of like that. I'm just gonna do it from here to here. So I'm gonna take Black Widow on a Morphe M166 brush, and it's a flat brush. I'm gonna spray it with the Morphe setting spray. I'm just gonna tap this in. I really like wetting shadows because it goes on the eyelids so much easier. And I might just make it like a little cut crease moment, but not actually cutting the crease, like just placing the eyeshadow as if I were to cut the crease. Yeah, it's really pretty. Wow, I really like that. I'm gonna take the shade next to it. This is Granddaddy. It's a little lighter than this one, but just for the right in here. It's almost like a greenish gold. Intrigued by it. I was super intrigued when I saw this palette because I've never seen these two shades in the middle. I've never seen any shades look like them, and I thought this was a brown, but I was wrong. It's a green. Oh yeah, yes. That's what this needed. Like I said, it's kind of like a cut crease, but it's not. If you struggle with cut creases, this is one way where you can do it. But basically just using like a domed, rounded brush. And like I said, you're just gonna tap where you want it. And then it'll make that illusion like you have a cut crease. And just blend it in with the other one. And I like how it brightens up the eye a little bit. I do like though how just the matte looks too. Throw on some lashes and you're good to go. To get this look wasn't super hard. I would say the only inconvenient thing would be the palettes are a little different, but you could definitely use this palette to create this look too. I know like buying two different palettes is not like the most convenient thing, but or just look online. I know Morphe has a bunch of eyeshadow palettes, even ColourPop, they're great too. But just look online, look at some fall eyeshadows. There's a bunch out right now, so it's not like you can't find any. I'm gonna finish the lower lash line after concealer, but what I'm gonna do right now is buff this out a little bit. Say hi. Say hello, everyone. Say we just woke up. Actually, next going to put on lashes. And again, I'm going to be using Doll Eyes Volume Lashes. Those were the lashes I used in my last video. The lashes are super nice. I honestly recommend them so much. So these are the lashes I'm going to be using. They're in the style Marina and they're super fluffy. They're kind of separated, but these are faux minks. If you were wondering, there's minks and faux minks. I'm just gonna go ahead and trim these and pop some glue on, pop some mascara on, and I'll be back. Okay, so now my lashes are on and I honestly, they're so cute and I think they go so well with the makeup. I like how you can see the inside, but like the outside kind of gives it more of that, you know, smoky effect that we were going for. I think first I'm gonna go in with some concealer just to conceal some spots that are bothering me that I know once I put foundation over it, it won't cover up as well. For concealer, I'm using the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Peach. I'm just gonna go in lightly and, like I said, cover up some spots that I know won't cover up as well when I go in with the foundation. The foundation isn't full coverage, but it's definitely buildable. But I'm just gonna go in with my clean beauty blender. Make sure you clean your beauty blender before every time you use it. So serious. There's so much bacteria in a sponge that you really should be washing it every time you use it. I'm just going to put the foundation directly on the beauty blender and then stamp it all over my face. Make sure you get the ears and your neck. You don't want people to know you're a fraud. And I don't like taking foundation, you can probably see, under my eyes. If I have too much under my eyes, then it's just a cakey mess and I don't like it. And I'm gonna take the concealer again. And again, I don't go really close. I build it up to where I want it because my eyes are really, I don't know, they just get really clumpy under there. And honestly, I feel like it doesn't matter what concealer I use. It just like always happens. And looking up while you're doing your concealer really helps too. To make sure you get in those creases and crevices. Okay, so I have a sample of the Cover FX powder. I don't need a lot of it because I only use it in my T-zone area. And the reason I only use it in my T-zone area is because I'm super oily, but this helps keep my oils like kind of at bay, while the rest of the powder that I use is the Hourglass one on the rest of my face. But if I'm doing like light makeup and I'm not going anywhere and I'm not going to be out for a long time, then I'll just use the Hourglass all over my face. But for today, I'm going to be putting some in here. I love it so much. Honestly, I might just use it on my whole face because it's so good. I'm going to be taking the E41, just dipping it and dabbing powder all over my face. Before I spray my face, I'm actually going to finish the bottom lash line and then we'll finish with the rest of the face. So I'm going to take the Smoke Sessions again and I'm going to be taking the Sour Diesel shade. And I'm going to be taking, this is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Collection brush. And this is the JH43. And basically just kind of stamp it at first, kind of like eyeliner. But now I'm going to be taking the same little pencil brush I was using earlier, and I'm going to go in actually with the Pine shade, and I'm going to just be smoking this out. I'm going to be taking that other shade, Fickle. And then the last thing I'm going to do with the eyes is I'm going to put some bottom mascara on. I was lying when I said that was the last thing I'm going to do to my eye. Highlight the inner corner of my eyes. The Gravity OG. Jazz up that brow bone. I'm just going to be bronzing up the face here. Next, I'm going to be taking this Flower Beauty blush, and this is in the shade Sweet Pea. I really like this blush too. Super pigmented. The other one I was using, I just switch off between these two. But if you guys have any recommendations on blushes, please let me know in the comments down below because I'm always looking for new blushes. I'm going to spray my face one more time before going in with highlight. For lips, I'm going to be using 3 different products. The first one is Sugar Pie by Morphe, the lip liner. Now I'm going to go in with the Morphe liquid lipstick in the shade Virgin. And then last but not least, I have this lipstick, and it was really controversial, but I'm still gonna use it. The Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics lipstick, and I'm taking the shade Amazeballs. Hopefully she comes out with her line again, because there was nothing wrong with mine. I didn't have any holes in mine or any little hairs on it. Maybe like a couple, but nothing like extreme where I'm like, oh my god, like give me my money back. Which she did. She did give everyone's money back. I'm just gonna tap it in there. And I just went back in with a little bit of lip liner, but I'm gonna go finish my hair and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so that's it for this look and for this video, but this is how I got this look. I'm super into these bobby pins too. Makes a hairstyle go from 0 to 100. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please hit that red button to subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Please let me know down in the comments below if you would like to see me film anything else. I do know that Halloween's coming up, and I do have an idea about what I'm gonna do, and I'm definitely gonna film that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Called Smoke Sessions. Ooh. No. Big yawn. It's a cat meowing outside my door. It's gonna be spring to oh my god. Is that it for today? I love you. Say bye.